What's up, you guys? Join me with some behind the scenes looks at how I prepare for my next physique competition. I'll be hiring a coach because the first show I did here, I got 8th, and the second show I did here, I got 6th. And now I want to take it to the next level. So I'm hiring a coach, Marie Allegro here, who's going to kick my ass and get me into shape so that I can bring my best physique forward. I'll be doing a voiceover because we were playing music in the background, and as much as I wanted you guys to be able to hear the specific critiques that Marie was giving, unfortunately the background music that we were playing is going to come under copyright infringement if I play it here in the video. So I'll be kind of doing my best to just dictate what she says and what she's adjusting. So the first thing she had me do was adjust my hand position off of my ribs to my waist, and then kind of adjusting it with the 2 fingers instead of the 3, which I had initially done, because those little details really matter. And that's what I've really learned about this men's physique. As you can see, it's a lot of adjusting those small little tweaks. Now I have to somehow get this to become muscle memory. I need to practice this basically every day. This is our first meeting, so this is absolutely wonderful. She's really giving me a lot of small little tweaks, and here she's punching at my gut because yesterday was Thanksgiving and I had a good meal and my gut wasn't as tight as it could be. Now I'm about 6 months out from my show, so I can start to lean out, but I don't have to be super lean just yet. I don't have to start dieting just yet. I'm about to start, but the idea here is for me to be able to bring my best physique. Now, it's not just about building muscle for physique competition. It's about how you present it. On stage, every second counts, and every pose needs to show the judges my dedication, my discipline, and my dominance. That's what I want, at least, to come off. Especially as a vegan of 10 years, I want to show people that, yo, look, you can absolutely do this, build incredible muscle on a plant-based diet. And so that's why today I'm taking you with a little bit behind the scenes of what it takes to really perfect this craft. And I personally really love the attention to detail that Marie gives, because I'm all about that stuff. Like, she's looking at me at different angles and just doing these little tweaks and adjustments, because you can have the best physique, but without the right poses, it's all for nothing. I remember my first show, the one that I got 8th place, surprisingly, I didn't know shit about posing. I looked it up on the way to the show because I don't know what I was thinking. I just said, I'm just gonna go forward and hit it. And that's just kind of like my personality. I'm just gonna start and not worry about being perfect. I'm just gonna push forward and learn along the way. And that's exactly what I did. And I don't regret any of it. I just know that having done that, I now know that this is what makes the difference between amateur and pro. And anyone who's pro, anyone who's really crushing it in life, here's a quick little gem. Anyone who's really crushing it in life probably had a coach or mentor. And you should ask around and just look at people who you know, like, the reality is that success leaves clues. So pay attention to those little signals. Now, here with Marie again, we are adjusting the arm position, and I really have to lock in the waist, because that's what's going to allow the judges to really be able to see my best performance, right? And now we take it from the top with the entrance from the side, where I need to really make sure I'm getting the front hand on the hip. That's one of the things that I just learned during this posing practice. For men's physique, that hip that's facing the judges, you usually put the hand on that hip, while women, they put it on the hip that's away from the judges. So what it is, it's a front transition to the back, you show your back poses, and then you transition back to the front. And what Marie told me is that there is no right or wrong way to do it. You just got to find a way that looks good for you, that feels right for you, and that you can obviously hit without any issues. Now, in between this, I know there's going to be a lot of hip adjusting because I haven't 100% gotten the lines down yet, but all this posing, and like she's saying, to engage the chest a little bit because it really helps to pick it up a little bit. Now, all these little things I need to memorize. I need to basically practice on a regular. So she's having me go back, fixing it. And again, I love all this. I love the incredible attention to detail. And Marie is incredible. I don't even know how she knows all this, but she's been in the industry for years. She's been crushing it. and I absolutely appreciate her wisdom and guidance. And the whole point of all this is to make each pose look effortless. I don't want to look like I'm breathing hard and huffing and puffing, so I have to practice it again and again and again, and really hone in the technique, right? Because that's what it takes. It's all about preparation. And there's another gem right here. Yes, this is about like a fitness channel and being like healthy, but there's a lot of parallels behind all of this. To be successful, you have to first be prepared, right? Opportunities will always come your way, but are you prepared? And look at this back. Like, I'm really actually just gonna pause and say, just from me coming from having an injury and being vegan, my ability to still put on muscle mass is incredible. Now, my other coach, Liz, she wants me to build more density, which I 100% agree. Because if I want to become a pro, I have to look like a pro. I have to look like a professional. So right now, again, it's really just about the precision, the angles, the transitions, and holding these poses under the lights without breaking. Like as you see, I'm literally almost falling over there. So we run it again, right? Yeah, the whole idea is to keep practicing as she busts the move, to keep practicing until I can almost do it in my sleep, right? Now, this is actually where the work happens. My muscles are cramping sometimes. I've done this pose. We did this whole session in an hour. So the entire time, going over, holding the poses, holding my core in, it's not necessarily glamorous, but it's necessary. And each mistake is truly a lesson. And each lesson gets me closer to perfection. And again, I'm just gonna kind of reiterate, you guys, like if you don't have a coach, if you've never had a coach or a mentor, even if it's not with me, with fitness, like get one. I can guarantee you'll love it because it's gonna exponentially increase the likelihood of you achieving your goal, one, but also improve the time in which you achieve it, right? Because your coach will always know things that you don't know or don't have the scope of to make you better. And that's really what it's about. So here, with every pose, I'm learning how to bring out my best. And my biggest takeaway here is learning how to keep my core engaged the entire time while I'm posing. That's not something that I've been doing or I'm used to, but that's why we're here, so that I can practice by myself as much as possible. So when it's show day, I can crush it. All right, so I'm just leaving my coaching session for my men's physique show, and all we did was go over posing for an hour. And I really needed it, honestly, because posing is a huge part of physique competitions in terms of me being also able to present my best look and the best angles and things of that nature. It's all like, playing with the illusion of body lines and angles. So say that to also say everyone should have a coach in whatever it is that you're trying to pursue, because they will always help you achieve that goal so much faster.